today. If you build it, they will come. You, for the people who particularly are drawn to this and feel it's resonating, great, take what you want, leave the rest. If it doesn't feel like it's resonating, then it's not for you. Leave it. No need to comment, no need to say anything, no need to do anything in the comments. Just leave it be and keep the energy clean for other people who are watching, okay? So, for the people who are meant to hear this, you are not at an ending, you're in a pivot. You have been going down a certain road and you have felt that this was the right way to do things for a certain amount of time. But you know now in your gut that it's time to change gears and it's time to change directions. I keep getting like you have that pit in your stomach. And the best example I can think of is like the type of person who was studying for something specific, like maybe to getting a college degree. Maybe you were like, I have to go to law school or whatever it is. And I keep seeing you sitting there and you're like trying to get yourself to continue, but something feels off. Like the more you try to keep moving toward this goal that you thought felt right in the beginning, it's like you're trying to walk through a brick wall. And it's because it's no longer the direction you're supposed to be going in. You were supposed to get to this point. So you didn't do anything wrong. Okay. So if you were like, well, I'm studying, and you thought you were going to like go to this particular programming afterward, or you thought you were doing everything to get into a certain career, or you thought you were doing everything because you were supposed to be getting married or whatever it is. And suddenly, it's just feeling like you're not in it anymore. It's not right. Everything in your body is telling you it's wrong. You are starting to feel sick and sad just thinking about continuing with it. It's okay. You did nothing wrong coming this far. You were supposed to. Everything in the universe wanted you to get this far, but you were never supposed to go all the way to there just to get to here. It needed you to learn certain things or experience certain things so that you could get here. And then from here, now you're making a change. This is the way it was supposed to be for you. So don't argue with how you feel. Don't argue with what you know is true and is right in your bones. It's okay for you to say, I thought I was supposed to be single, but now I've met someone and I just feel like within everything in me, it's time to take a leap, or vice versa. I thought I was supposed to be with this person. I felt really connected to them. It felt really right for a while. And lately, I've just started to know in my bones that I'm not waking up feeling the same. I'm starting to get that sinking feeling that it's time to go a different direction and it's time to be single, or my path needs to take me elsewhere. Hey, people don't need to always break up out of anger and fear and cheating. And you don't like, it doesn't always have to be something bad happening. Sometimes the universe, our soul paths just need us to go in two different directions, and that's fine. And I really believe if we were listening to our intuition, there would be a lot less conflict around this type of stuff, and we wouldn't have so many nasty breakups and all this. They did that wrong, they did that wrong. I think a lot of people start to do things wrong because they're trying to sabotage things because they knew a long time ago that the relationship was supposed to start heading in a different direction. So maybe it's a job, maybe it's a career, but you were supposed to come this far. You didn't do anything wrong. You're okay. Okay. And now it's just time for you to really get real and say, okay, what's next? What's actually best and highest for me now? Like, considering everything I've learned and everything I've accomplished, what is calling me now? Maybe you're supposed to learn something new. Maybe you're supposed to move. It's time for you to have new experiences, though. And I'm getting the if you build it, they will come. Like there's something that you need to take a little bit of a leap on. You need to trust that it's going to work out. You don't need to know how it's going to work out. You don't need to know exactly why you're doing it. You just need to know that you have this idea, this calling, this next step that is growing. Like it feels like it's like growing in your heart and in your solar plexus. It's like that divine will or that something bigger than you trying to work through you, and it's going to create something beautiful and wonderful for you. But if you push against it, it's going to feel really, really, it's going to feel like you're getting sick and sad, quite frankly. When we push against intuition, when we push against what we know is right for us in our hearts, even if it defies logic, even if it defies culture or convention, we get sick and sad. And there's tons of evidence in this now, in the fact that when we fight against what we know is right, inflammation goes up in our body, our stress response heightens, we end up in adrenal fatigue, our cortisol goes through the roof, and we end up with chronic inflammation. And women actually get more autoimmune diseases and things like that. And then people will very literally get sick and they get sad because you can't have inflammation in your brain and body and not be anxious and sad. Okay. So It's very important that you are listening to what actually in your gut, in your heart, you know is right. If you have a calling or a purpose, it's okay to change directions. If you build it, they will come. Write the book before you're sure anyone will read it. Open the healing center before you're sure anyone's going to be coming to it. Start to pack up and get ready for that move if you know you're supposed to do it. Start to like act on that faith a little bit more. When you know something is right, everything is going to work out to allow it to come. Okay. But don't push anything forward. Just do the right next steps and the things that you know feel right now, and you'll end up right where you need to be. So if someone needed to hear that today, it's your time. And I wanted to mention I'm Allie. I'm a psychic medium and a channeler. I've been doing this work professionally for just over 10 years. I also teach and I run a membership group. Those are all linked up in my bio and in my link tree. I also have the Changemakers Mastermind or Collective that is opening, and it's going to be starting in June. That's for people that have this type of calling and purpose, but they're not sure what to do with it, or they need a support group while they bring this new thing to life and make some changes. That's a great one to join. We will have an optional meetup at the end and a ton of one-on-one coaching and group coaching, and to help you listen to your intuition and trust your spiritual guidance and find your soul path. And we'll go over astrology and your gene keys and your human design and all that fun stuff, though you don't have to do all that if you don't want to. And then I have Infinitely Wise Women, which is also more of a course group program, but it's for women who are like, I really want to sharpen my mediumship skills. I want to learn how to channel like you do, Allie, or like other channelers that I'm seeing. I want to learn how to talk to the other side. I want to learn how to use my intuition and my psychic ability, which we all have. Everyone's a medium, everyone's a psychic. It's just learning how to use that skill and that ability. It's not only for certain people, everyone's got it, and we're just meant to use it in different ways a lot of the time. So you have to find your way, and you will get to learn how to do your own unique readings and actually create money or create a side income or a side business from your own innate abilities and gifts. And readings are really fun because it's a great way to give something to other people. So if you're the type of medium where you connect to the other side to bring messages of hope and healing from someone's loved one, wonderful. If you are more of the type of person who is like, oh, you know what, my intuition really turns on when someone's talking to me about what their career and or starting a business, then that's how yours is meant to be used, and that's the type of readings you should do. Some people are like, well, I don't really talk to people from the other side as much as I hear from like spirit guides or angels, or is that okay? And I'm like, absolutely. So you're going to discover how your gifts work, what you're meant to be doing, at least at the time being, and we'll be there to support you in sharpening those gifts, learning how to do your own sessions and do it in the way that works for you in your own unique style and with your own time and your own energy, and to make it work in a way that won't burn you out. And you'll learn how to set up your own business that feels really authentic and really good for you. So if that's of interest to you, those are both on my website. And again, it's one is Infinitely Wise Women. That's the one for people who want to start the spiritual business. The other one is the Changemakers Collective, and it's a mastermind. Those are both on my website. I'll link them up below. Thank you guys so much for listening to this channeled message. If you have questions about anything, feel free to reach out through my website, or you can reach out to me on TikTok. I'm Spirit Speaker 25 everywhere. This is the only account where I actually have a -2 at the end because I created a regular account and a backup account. Thank you all so much for coming, and I hope this is helpful.